Hey guys, welcome back. It is Brittany Janae CPA. This video is going to be very near and dear to my heart. This is the whole reason why I started a YouTube channel to discuss this topic. So just a little backstory. The topic is financial literacy, but a little bit of backstory. I've always wanted to volunteer in my community because financial literacy, I don't know why it's not included in the curriculum in school. I believe that it should be part of the basic curriculum that every child learns about in school. I do know why they don't teach it to us in school, because they all want us to have the employee mindset. They want a lot of us to be broke so that we can make the rich richer, right? Instead of being even just financially stable. Like, they want us in that rat race, which is why they don't teach it to us in school, especially my people. So I believe it is my purpose to teach my people and others who have not learned about financial literacy what it is, the basics, and as I grow in my journey, I'm going to teach you guys as well. I'm financially stable, I'm okay, but I'm still in the rat race. Like, if I lost my job tomorrow, I'd be okay for a couple months, but after that, it's slow, right? So I want to have more streams of income. I want to invest. I am going to do all those things. I want a business that works for me. I don't want to work. I want to retire. I'm trying to retire by the time I turn 35. As I go through this journey, I'm going to bring you guys along. I want us all to be at least financially stable. We all deserve to at least be financially comfortable. Everybody doesn't want to be financially free, I guess, or no, but everybody doesn't want to be rich. I think everybody probably wants to be financially free. I don't think anybody wants to work. Some people, I like working. I like doing taxes. I like helping people. I like that aspect. And, of course, I like money because we have to have money to function in this society, but no one really wants to have to work a 9 to 5. We have to, and we've been brainwashed to think that money really means something and that we have to do it. So we have to participate in what society is to have a life, or you can go off the grid. That's cool too, whatever you want to do. But my channel is going to be dedicated to us learning how to be at least financially stable and then financially free and then rich. Because I told you I'm pre-rich. I plan to be rich, wealthy. Because I want to leave something. I want to leave a legacy, and I want to teach people how to do it while I do it. So let's get into it. What is financial literacy? Financial literacy is your knowledge of 6 financial concepts, and those 6 for me are budgeting, investing, saving, debt management, credit, and taxes. I feel like that's all encompassing. Those 6 are the financial basics, and a lot of us don't learn about those 6, especially taxes. There's so many people who don't know anything about taxes, and we were not taught taxes in school. I wasn't. And if we were, I wasn't paying attention. So hopefully this will help those who also didn't pay attention. So why is financial literacy important? I feel like it's obvious, but for those who are asking, 1, you need financial literacy to be financially stable. And by stable, I mean not living paycheck to paycheck, right? Financially stable, like, all right, I'm good. I'm not worrying about anything. Like, I don't have to worry about how I'm going to eat, paying my bills. Like, I'm financially comfortable. But you might be in debt if you're financially stable, right? But you might be good. You have enough income to cover your bills, to save a little bit, to pay off your debt, to live comfortably. That's financially stable. You need financial literacy to be financially free. And once you get to financial freedom, that's when you don't have to work no more. That's where I'm trying to get. Okay? That's where we really want to get. And there's no way to get there without having financial literacy. You have to have the knowledge of all these financial concepts to get there. You need financial literacy to retire. You need financial literacy to be able to make sure that your income stretches out for the rest of your life, because it would be crazy to have to retire and you are spending your money frivolously in retirement, and then you run out of money and you're just out of luck. Like, Social Security is only going to take you so far, and for people my age and younger, they saying we ain't gonna have Social Security by the time we retire anyway. So this is necessary because we're not even gonna have a retirement. we're not going to have a backup plan. You really have to take it into your own hands. Nobody is coming to save us. So what we're going to do is we're going to take it into our own hands, and we're going to build our financial literacy so we can do all these things. You need it just to be comfortable and to live your best life. Who wants to be stressed about money? Who wants to be stressed about bills? We have enough stuff in life to stress about, especially if you got to take care of other people. You got kids, you got a family. Like, I can't even imagine having responsibilities for people other than yourself and not being financially comfortable, you know? And that's a lot of America. That's a lot of the world, actually. A lot of us in America, we're very blessed in comparison. We trash for a lot of things, but as far as freedom, we're up there as far as like actually being free. Most of the world, people aren't living as free as we are. So it's not irresponsible, but it's kind of crazy to not take advantage of where we are. You can even be making a lot of money and still not have financial literacy. There are a lot of people who are rich but don't have financial literacy. There are a lot of talented singers, rappers, athletes, I don't know, people who have money like that based off their talent, so their ability to perform well, they get paid off that, and they don't have financial literacy. That's why you'll see a lot of people going broke after they stop working. That's very common, where people have it and they lose it all. And then you have people who are in those fields and they just set themselves up for success, like Marshawn Lynch, Rick Ross. They're rappers and, you know, football players, but they took the money that they made here doing their job and made that money work for them. They invested that money. They budgeted that money. They were smart with their money, and now they're set for life. They don't have to work if they don't want to anymore. So making money isn't financial literacy. We all make money somehow, but it's what you do with that money. We have to use money as a tool to work for us. That's why I say every dollar has a purpose. I really believe that. If we can change our mindsets to where we believe, all right, every single dollar in my pocket, this means something. I'm not spending a dollar on anything. I'm not just losing a dollar. Like, I care about every single dollar in my pocket. As soon as we make money, not all of our lives, of course, but to a certain extent, you kind of have to be obsessed with it. It's good, though, in a good way. Not in a negative way, well, you'll do anything for money. No, in a good, positive way, where you make your money work for you and you use money as a tool and you use money to help people. We're not doing this negatively. You want to impact your community in a positive way, and having a lot of money is a way you can do that. The more money you make, the more money you can give away and help people. I don't know. I just feel like it's my responsibility to be rich. It's not just for me, for other people. All right, so now I'm going to go through the different concepts and break those down, what those are. Let's do budgeting. I feel like budgeting is the bare bones. That is the first thing that you need to learn for financial literacy. And I have a couple of videos. I have one video on how to budget, and then my debt payoff video, I discussed budgeting a little bit. But you need to know how to budget first before anything else, right? Budgeting is essentially putting every dollar to a place. Any income that you have coming in, no matter what it is, from your W-2 job, from your side hustles, child support, investment, no matter what, any dollar coming to you needs to have a purpose, okay? That's what budgeting is. And so those purposes are going to be divided between your needs, wants, and savings. Your needs are your housing, your car payments, your utilities. All that is going to be in your needs. Your wants are what you desire, your fun money. You're saving up for a trip. Your savings is your savings. You're saving for retirement and for a big purchase. That's where your savings is. So you need to be diligent in your budgeting. It's really a mindset thing. It's discipline at the end of the day. You can set up your budget. If you don't follow it, it doesn't matter. So you have to set up your mind to actually be ready to budget. That's most important. Changing your mindset so that you can actually budget in a proper way. Getting your spending in check. That's step 1. That's budgeting. And then we have savings. So savings, pretty self-explanatory. You should have an emergency fund that holds 3 to 6 months of your monthly expenses. A lot of people don't have that. Start off with $1,000 bare minimum. If something bad happens, your car breaks down, you have a repair at the house, you need a lump sum of cash quick, that's what your emergency fund is for. Pro tip, put your emergency fund into a high yield savings account. A high yield savings account, you can be making up to 5% on your money that's just sitting in your savings account now. Whereas a traditional regular savings account is like 0.1% or something. I have $10,000 in a high yield savings account right now. I'm making like $40 a month in interest. It's not crazy, but that is it's a lot of money. I'm not doing anything for it, so it is a lot of money. Whereas when I was at my other bank, I mean, One United, by the way, all that banks, interest rate for their savings account is 1% or something, which is actually higher than others. Wells Fargo is like nothing. I was only making like $1 off my 10,000 there. So $1 versus $40, literally just because I put it in a high yield savings account. It's free to open. There's no minimum. There's absolutely no reason why everyone shouldn't have their emergency fund in a high yield savings account. That's just my pro tip. Investing, that's the fun part. I can't wait to get there. I'm waiting till I pay off my debt to get to investing. I'm really going to go crazy once my debt is paid off. But investing, that's what you need to do to get rich. That's what you need to do to get out the rat race, to become financially free. You have to invest. You have to invest. There's no way to get around it. Putting your emergency fund in a high yield savings account could be considered investing. The money I'm making off that is completely passive. So investing is essentially using money to make you passive income, using your money as a tool. I am going to get into day trading. I can't wait. So once I actually get to that, I'm really focusing these next 90 days on my YouTube, the business that I'm going to start around financial literacy. I'm going to create a course. I'm going to do coaching. I'm going to do all the things, right? So I'm really focusing on that for the next 90 days. And then after that, I'm going to start focusing on trading and learning as much as I can on trading. So when I'm out of debt, that's where all my money is going to go. Besides the point, investing is what you need to do. Another one is debt management. That's where I'm at heavily right now. It's managing your debt. Not all debt is bad. Most of it is, but not all debt is bad. You can leverage your debt to make you more money. We're not talking about investing right now, but just strictly from like a personal finance standpoint. Debt kind of is bad. So like, you know, of course, like your credit card debt, your personal loan debt, your medical debt, like all that debt, you want to get out your name. You want to pay off student loan debt. Oh my God, get all that out. Check out my how I want to pay off $25,000 in debt video, where I discuss how I'm doing that. And part of this financial literacy is the two methods, the debt snowball method, the avalanche method, and knowing ways to manage your debt while paying it off, what to pay off first, and just how to get out of debt. Good debt under your personal name is like a mortgage. That's good debt because you have an investment tied to it. So it's not bad. Like, it's not just debt. Some people say student loan debt is good. I don't believe it. You would have to believe that. I mean, I guess it's an investment in yourself, right? But a lot of people who have degrees didn't even need their degree. Like, you only really need your degree if you're going into like a profession. That's just what I think, like a doctor, lawyer, CPA, you know, things where you actually have to have a degree. It's kind of hard to say that student loan debt is good debt in my personal opinion, but that's besides the point. The next one is credit. Credit is actually a big deal here in America, of course. We invented credit for whatever reason, at some point in the 1900s, but it's pretty much just a made-up number that we came up with that determines your attractiveness to lenders, essentially. But it is very important. So if you want to buy a house with a mortgage, you have to have a good credit score. For some professions, they require your credit score to be good. To get an apartment to rent, you have to have a good credit score. Having a good credit score is necessary to your financial health in America. So the concepts of having a good credit score or fixing it, maintaining it, the different factors, I'll say, the most important is your payment history. So you have to pay your bills on time a lot. My payment history is 100% because I am paranoid with that kind of thing. I don't like owing anybody money. I go by Credit Karma for the different factors and things, and I've been looking at my credit score for years, so I know what works and what doesn't work. They say like 99, 98% is still good, but once you start getting below that, then it starts to really affect your credit score. And 1 or 2 missed payments is not a big deal, or a late payment is not a big deal, but you don't want to go past that. The only way to make sure you have good payment history is make sure the different bills you're paying, like your credit cards, some rental agencies, they report to the credit bureaus. Make sure that everybody that you're paying bills to that actually can report does report for you. So that will just build your payment history over time, because you want that good history. You also need to have a low credit utilization rate. So anything below 30% is good. If it's below 10% is great. And a low credit utilization rate is pretty much the amount of credit that you actually use. So if you have 10,000 in credit cards, you should be staying below the $3,000 balance. You don't really want to carry anything over, because you can just use your credit card and then pay it off within a month and not have to pay any interest, which is ideal. That's what you want to do. There's like a fine line between carrying over a balance 1 month and paying it off to avoid interest, and then carrying it over and carrying it over and carrying it over and just keep using it and just falling into that cycle. That's what they hope for, but you don't want that to happen. So that's what your utilization rate is. You want to stay below that 30% or that 10%, which is even better. Another factor that they consider is your credit age, which is only so much that you can help with, but that's why you also want to get a credit card young. You get a credit card as soon as you can at 18, but with that, you have to learn financial literacy and learn not to get in credit card debt. Don't just give a 18-year-old a credit card and let them go crazy. Explain to them what this is, the severity of it, how you can get in debt, and how to use it as a tool to build your credit and just to build financial literacy and competence. That's how you build your credit age. It's the average of your oldest and your newest credit accounts. They also like a account mix as well. So like if you have student loans, mortgages, car loans, credit cards, they want you to have all that. They want you to have all the things. Another huge one is you shouldn't have any derogatory marks. Derogatory marks are going to bring down your credit score, of course. You can dispute some of them, like any negative marks on your credit. If they're not true, anything in collections you can dispute. And there's different letters that you can send to get them removed. I haven't had to go too much on that part, but some people, like, there are credit repair people out there that can help you with your credit. I think in this series I'll probably dive more into that so I can give you guys some more information on it. But in the meantime, try not to get there. You don't want any derogatory marks, which are collections, judgments, liens, stuff like that on your credit. Those are going to bring your credit way down. So those are like the more important aspects of credit and what builds it and what you need to have good credit. And the last one, which is my favorite, but not really, but kind of. I have a love-hate relationship with taxes. I love doing them as work, I guess. I hate what they are. I hate that they exist, and I hate that we have to pay so much in them. But, necessary evil, not really. I have another video where I explain like the who, what, when, where, why of taxes. In this series, I'm going to go a little bit more in depth. So I'm going to discuss the basics of taxes, how to calculate like what a 1040 is, what a 1065, 1120S, how to plan, how to project your taxes. Like, we're going to go more in depth. We're going to have some fun with it. So those are the 6 concepts that I'm going to be going over in this financial literacy series. And then kind of as like a bonus, personal financial management, which is all-encompassing higher level of all the things. So that will include your wealth building, your retirement planning, your net worth tracker, and just looking at your finances as a whole. So that is what my financial literacy series is going to be. This is just an intro to that and giving you guys some detail as I go through that, because I just can't help it. So some advice going forward, as you develop your financial literacy or strengthen it, I have 3 tips for y'all. 1, just start. If you haven't started already, start now. Start right away. And when I say start, I mean start gathering education and information. Literally, that's all you have to do. Start watching more YouTube videos. Stick to the series. Look at courses. Look at financial coaches. Read books. I'm going to supply a list of books that I am reading or I have read that have helped me tremendously. Just start to broaden your knowledge regarding financial literacy so that you at least know what you should be paying attention to, so you can at least understand what people are talking about, so you can know when to pick up stuff. Just start somewhere, okay? 2 is to practice. So after you start, now you got to put some things into practice. Now you have to start budgeting. Now you have to start paying off your debt. Now you have to start building your credit. You have to start paying your taxes. You have to start saving. You have to start investing. Actually practice. You'll never get good at something until you practice at it a lot. Practice makes perfect. That's the only way you're going to get there. Practice and be consistent, okay? And then 3, teach. Each one teach one. Everybody should be teaching financial literacy to someone, whether that's your children, your spouse, other family members, your friend, your community. You need to teach someone, not even just for them, but for yourself as well. I personally believe that 1, what you put out into the world is what you get. 2, you don't really know how well you know a topic until you have to teach it to somebody else. This is good for you as well. Like, you will strengthen your own financial literacy by teaching it to somebody else. And also, I don't know, I feel like we are each other's responsibility. We should care about each other, and we should teach each other what we know. That's what I plan to do as I go through this journey, because I don't know everything, but as I learn something, I will teach it. I will make a YouTube and I will put it out into the world. I don't know. I just think that's the right thing to do. I am on this planet, and I believe my purpose is to help others on this planet with me, sharing it with me, and I care, especially about my community in particular. So I plan to do just that. I am going to be releasing a course on financial literacy. I'm going to start financial coaching, release a debt management template that is available for you guys to purchase on Etsy now. You can check out the link in my bio to get to that. I'm going to be sending out emails as well to my email list, which are just like emails going more into depth into financial literacy, maybe some updates on my life, just a different way for us to communicate with each other. So if you're interested in signing up for my mailing list, that is in my link tree as well. So definitely make sure you check out the link in my description box. And yeah, this is just the first of many. I'm going to be dropping these weekly. Hopefully, if I can stay to my schedule. I haven't been very inconsistent, but I haven't been as consistent as I want to be. And I'm changing that. I'm going to start being more consistent because I feel like this topic is very important and I want to get this information out as soon as I can so I can learn more and so I can teach more and so you guys have this knowledge at your disposal and so you guys can actually get ready to be financially free, financially stable, because that is our goal. We are going to get there. We are going to strengthen our financial literacy together. I appreciate you guys so much for always commenting, liking, watching my videos. I really appreciate you guys responding to my poll and just letting me know what you want to see and just being so dope. I'm very happy with the community that we are building together. So please keep me updated on your journeys. I'm interested if you've paid off your debt, if you've started investing. I'm so happy that you guys tell me what you guys are doing in the comments, where you are in your journey. I really appreciate it. It motivates me to keep going, to keep making these videos, and to stay on my journey to be financially free. So y'all are here at the ground level. In a couple of years, we are all going to be in such a better place, and I'm hoping that the community will be as well. I just want to thank you guys again for doing all the things. Don't forget, like, comment, share, subscribe. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.